Hi everyone, today I am continuing of curve setting. This is the last video in curve setting. Okay, in previous class we learned setting out curve by linear method. Today we will learn setting out curve by angular method. So setting out simple curve method, there are two methods, linear method and angular method. So we are completed in previous videos linear methods. Now we will continue with angular method. In angular method there are two parts involved. First one, single thread light. In single thread some other names are involved here. One thread light or by deflection or by tangential angle method or Rankins method. In this method the instruments are used are tape or chain and theodolite. It is used when the curve length is large. Second one, by double thread light or two thread light method. So it is in this method instruments use only thread light. Only thread light we will use. It is used when the curve length is large. Okay. So here we will use only thread light. Here we will use only chain or tape and thread light. Let's start. In angular method, first part is setting out curve by one threaded method. So first of all, okay, before starting in field work, you have to ready with tangential angles. Okay, so delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 you should be calculated before starting the work in the field. And also initial subchord, normal subchord and final subchord length should be ready before starting the field work. So before starting the procedure I will tell about I will explain in briefly here. AB and BC, two tangent lines, or AB is the backward tangent, BC is the forward tangent. Okay, T1B and T2B is a tangent length. Okay, T1, T2 is the tangent points. Okay, B is the point of intersection. Delta is the deflection angle. Okay, so T1 and T2 is joined with a straight line that is known as length of long chord. Okay, so R is the radius here, O is the center of circle. So first of all, theodolite is set up at T1 and centered and leveled properly. After that, at B, point of intersection, ranging rod is inserted. Okay, now telescope on theodolite is sighted towards ranging rod and bisected perfectly. Okay, after that telescope is turning in clockwise up to the tangential angle 1 in the line of T1E. So zero end of the tape T1, the calculated initial subcode C1 distance and arc is drawn of length C1 in the line of T1E. Okay, then point P1 will occurs. In this point a ranging rod is inserted at P1. Now telescope is moving or turning in clockwise direction from tangential angle 1 to tangential angle 2 in the line of T1F. Now the zero end of tape at P1, the calculated normal subchord of distance C2, an arc is drawn in the line of T1F. So that is the normal chord length C2. Now telescope in the line of TF is turning in clockwise direction from tangential angle 2 to tangential angle 3 in the line of T1 T2. Then the point P2 is the zero end of tape, tape at P2 is the calculated final subchord is distance C3 or Cn, and arc is drawn in the line of T1 T2. Okay, finally the arc is coincide at T2. Otherwise, if it is does not coincide at T2, means the error is large, means the operation is again repeated. If the error is small, okay, the error is distributed among the all the points of the curve. Finally, T1 P1 P2 T2 is joined with the help of rope or thread. We will get one smooth simple curve here. So now we will start procedure here. Step number 1. In figure, AB and BC are two tangents intersecting at B. AB and BC are two tangents intersecting at B. The tangent length, okay, tangent length means T1B and T2B, and curve length are calculated. The points T1 and T2 are fixed on the ground. So second point here, the length of initial and final subchord and the number of full chords are as ascertained. So first of all, you have to calculate the length of C1, C2, so on Cn. You have to calculate, okay, before starting the work. This theolet is centered over T1 and properly leveled. Then vernier A is set to 0 degrees of the main scale. The upper clamp is fixed. Next, fourth point. The lower clamp is released and ranging rod at the intersection point is perfectly bisected. Okay, the ranging rod at B is perfectly bisected with the telescope with the help of lower tangent screw. The lower clamp screw now tightened. Fifth step, the upper clamp is released and the telescope and the first deflection angle is set on vernier A. The telescope is directed along the line T1E. So this is your T1 and this is the E. Okay, telescope is turning in clockwise direction in the line of T1E. Now, zero end of the tape is held at T1. The distance T1 P1 equal to C1 is measured equal to the length of initial subchord in such a way that the ranging rod at P1 is also bisected by the telescope. Seventh point, the next deflection angle delta, okay, 2 is the set on the vernier A. The point P2 is so marked P1 P2 equal to C2 to the length of the full chord, and the ranging rod at P2 is perfectly bisected by the telescope. So P2 is the next point on the curve. So next, telescope in the line of TE turning in clockwise up to deflection angle 2 in the line of T1 F. Already, the calculated distance C2, okay, an arc is drawn from P1 in the line of T1F. Finally, we will get to point P2 here. The process is continued until the deflection angles are set out and all the points on the curve are marked. Finally, the last point should be coincide with T2. If it does not, the amount error is found out. If this error is small, it is distributed among all the points. If the error is large, the entire operation should be repeated. Finally, all the points T1, P1, P2, so on T2 are joined by rope or thread. It shows the shape of the curve. So finally, we will join T1, P1, P2, T2 with the help of rope or thread. It shows shape of the curve of the road or railway. So now we will do derivation here from main figure. This is a figure C1, C2, C3 are first, second and third chords. Okay. So delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 are the respective tangential angles corresponding to the chords T1, P1, P1, P2, P2, P3, so on. As the chords are small, the chord length may be assumed equal to the arc length. So step number 1 here. Now from arc T1 P1, so this is a T1 P1 arc, okay. Now this triangle, this part triangle, okay, so the angle is 2 delta 1, length is C1, okay. This is the center of circle, this is a circumference. From similar proportion, degree of curve by 360 degrees equal to arc length by circumference. So degree of curve is 2 delta 1 by 360 degrees equal to arc length is C1, circumference is 2 pi r. So finally we will get delta 1 equal to, so this value in d is in degree, so we have to, okay, after calculating this value we will get, okay, 180 degrees C1 by 2 pi r, okay. In degrees we have to convert into minutes, okay. By multiplying 60 we will get in minutes, okay. Finally we will get delta 1 equal to 1718.9 C1 by r in minutes, okay. Similarly, tangential angle second chord deflection angle equal to 1718.9 C2 by R in minutes. Similarly, tangential angle in the chord delta n equal to 1718.9 Cn by R in minutes. Okay. So finally, total tangential angle equal to, so delta equal, okay, deflection angle equal to tangential angle, deflection angle equal to tangential angle 1 plus tangential angle 2, deflection angle 3 equal to tangential angle plus tangential angle 2 plus tangential angle 3, and so on. So arithmetic check, that is the step number 3. Okay. So delta n equal to delta by 2 equal to tangential angles plus tangential angle 3, so on up to tangential angle. So delta n equal to total deflection angle. Now second part, setting out curve by two-threaded method. Okay. So first step, all the necessary data for setting out the curve are calculated, such as respective deflection angles, tangent length and tangent points T1, T2, etc. and etc. Second point, the tangent points T1 and T2 are marked on the ground. So T1 and T2 are marked on the ground. Next, third step, a thread is centered over T2 and leveled properly. Vernier A is set 0 degrees and upper clamp is tightened. The lower clamp is released by turning the telescope. The ranging rod at T1. So first of all, the theodolite instrument is set up at T2. Okay, at T1. Okay, ranging rod is inserted. Okay, the theodolite telescope is bisected towards ranging rod T1. Now step number 4. The ranging rod at T1 is taken off. Another theodolite is centered over this point and leveled. The theodolite, so vernier A is set as 0 degrees. The upper clamp is tightened and lower clamp is released, and the ranging rod at B is perfectly bisected. The lower clamp is now fixed. So after bisecting, okay, ranging rod at T1, okay, with the help of telescope, now T1 at T1 ranging rod is removed. In place of ranging rod, we set up a theodolite head here. Okay. Now ranging rod is inserted at point B. Now directed towards B with the telescope and bisected. Step number 5. The upper clamp of both theodolite are released. The first deflection angle delta 1 is set on the vernier A of both theodolites. Then a point P1, the point P1 here, okay, is so located in the line of sight of the both instrument, okay, intersect at it. So P1 is the point on the curve. The next deflection angle delta set on the vernier A of both instrument. Again the point P2 is found. That the line of sight of the both instrument intersect at it. So the point P2 is the next point on the curve. Now calculated deflection angle delta 1. Okay, the telescope turning, okay, in clockwise here, okay, the line of sight, this is a line of sight. Here the telescope is turning, okay, in clockwise. The point of intersection, okay, so the point P1 is so located that the line of sight both the instrument, okay, of both the instrument intersect at this point, okay. So P1 is the point on the curve. So next, the deflection angle delta 2 set on vernier A on of both the instrument. Again the point P2 is found out. The line of sight of both the instrument intersect at it. So the P2 is the next point of the curve. The next deflection angle is delta 2, okay, set on vernier A of both instrument. Again the point P2, okay, is found that the line of sight of the both the instrument at intersect, okay. So this is the line of sight of this instrument and this is the line of sight of this instrument, okay. So meeting this line of sight of the both instrument at this intersection point, this point is known as P2, okay. So P2 is the next point of the curve. The process is continued until the deflection angle are set out and all the points are marked. Finally, when the total deflection angle delta 1 is set out in the both the instrument and the line of sight of the theodolite T1 should bisect T2 and that of theodolite at T2 should be bisect B. So finally, the line of sight of theodolite should be bisected towards B, and this instrument, okay, the line of sight should be bisected towards T2. So finally the points T1, P1, P2, T2 are joined with the help of rope or thread. Okay, we will get shape of curve. So this is a simple curve used for roads or railways. So derivation is same as that of one-threaded method. So in this we will learn procedure and derivation. So finally we are used two theolets here. Okay, first we used set up the instrument, theolet instrument at T2, after that T1. Okay, from T1 we bisected towards T1. Okay, from T1 we are bisected at B. Okay, now we will see problem on angular method by one thread and two thread methods. First problem: two tangents intersect at tangents chain edge. Okay, 1250 meters. The angle of intersection is 150 degrees. Calculate the all necessary data for the centric out curve of radius 250 meters by the deflection angle method. The peg interval may be taken as 20 meters. Prepare a setting out table where the least count of the vernier is 20 minutes. Calculate the data for the field checking. So first of all, given data is radius is given 250, I is the angle of intersection, delta is the deflection angle. Okay, chain edge of point of intersection is given, peg interval is given. Okay, least count is given. So R is here, this is the center of circle. Okay, R is 250 is given. So angle of intersection, so in between, okay, is given 150. So deflection angle, this is the total 180 degrees. In 180 degrees we have to remove this 150. We will get 30 degrees. That is the deflection angle. Chain edge of intersection point from here to here. Okay, to 1250 meters is given. Okay, next peg intervals. This is the peg intervals: intermediate, subchord, normal chord. Length is given 20 meters. The least count is given. Okay, so first of all we have to find out tangent length. The formula is given. Okay, above values you have to substitute. We will get 67 meters. Next, curve length. So we know this formula. You have to substitute above values. We will get 130.89 meters. Next, chain edge of first tangent point T1 equal to chain edge of intersection point minus tangent length. So this is the AT1. AT1 indicates chain edge of first tangent point. Okay, so next AB indicates chain edge of intersection point. You have to remove this tangent length. So we will get chain edge of first tangent point T1 we will. Okay, so that is the one. So 250 minus 67. So finally we will get 1183 meters. Next, chain edge of second tangent point T2. Okay, so in this, so this is our chain edge of first point. Just to next to we have to add curve length here. We will get chain edge of second tangent point. Okay, you have to add curve length here. So finally 1183 you have to add with curve length. So finally we will get 1313.89 meters. So finally next step is fifth, length of initial chord. Okay, so you have to take greater than this value. We are just assuming we will get finally 7 meters. So number of full chords 20 meters. We are assuming 6 years. So finally chain edge covered is, okay, 1190 plus 6 into 20. We will get 131410 meters. Next, length of final subchord. Okay, so what is the length of Second tangent point is 1313.89. You have to put it here. Okay, next to total. Okay, chain edge covered is this much, so you have to remove this. We'll get to 3.89 meters. That is the length of final subchord. So finally we learned initial subchord, final subchord, and in between intermediate subchord length we are calculated. Seconds. So next step is arithmetic checks. The total deflection angle delta n equal to, okay, this is the initial subchord plus this is the 6 into delta is nothing but normal chords or intermediate chords. Okay, this is the delta n is the final subchord equal to delta by 2. This is the check. So delta by 2 equal to, delta is indicates here deflection angle is given, so by 2 we will get to 15 degrees. So delta n equal to, okay, so whatever we have got the angles we have to put. So finally we will get this angle. Okay, this is approximately 15 degrees. So finally check is correct, 15 degrees, 15 degrees. Okay, so calculated deflection angle is correct. Now step number 12, data for field checks. So apex distance, this is the formula you have to for substitute, we will get this answer. Next to mid ordinate or reverse sine of curve, you have to put the values we will get here. Now setting out table, this is a interesting one. Now see here. So in setting out table there are, okay, T1, P1, P2 up to P7, T2 last point. So this is a T1 is a tangent point, T2 is a tangent point. So in between this is the points. Okay, so chain edge at T1 is 1183. Last is, so next this is the chord initial chord length is 7. Okay, next this is the 20. Next this is the 20. Okay, 20. So at this point the chain edge is 1183. Okay, you have to add this 7. Okay, we will get 1190. We have to add 20 here. Okay, we will get 1210. So finally by adding these values we will get these values. Okay, deflection angles are already calculated in before page. Okay, so total deflection angles. Okay, this is the first point. So by adding this 2 we will get this value. By adding this 2 we will get this value. By adding this we will get. So finally we adding this value we will get it. Okay, so here least count is 20 seconds. Okay, you have to put 0 degrees, 0 seconds or 20 seconds. Okay, nearly value. So you have to here getting is 8 seconds. We are indicating here 0 seconds. Here 39 seconds. You are putting it, okay, 40 seconds here. 10 second here. We are putting 0. Okay, here 41. We are putting is 40. Here 12 seconds. We are putting 0 seconds. Here 43. We are putting 40. Here 40, sorry, 14 seconds. We are putting it 0. So finally we getting here 14 degrees 59 minutes 15 seconds. So it is nearly 60 seconds. Okay, so that's why we are making this round approximately, okay, 15 degrees. So finally here least count of vernier is 20 seconds. So this is the finishing point of the curve at T2. So finally, so this initial length is known as initial subchord, in between or intermediate subchord or full chord or normal chords. So this one is final subchord. So this is the end of curve. Thank you.